Viewer discretion is advised.
What up, heel faction? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Cordz. That's Draven Grimes. This is Week in Wrestling. We've got Raw got a new home. The Rock's got a new job. And I send a staunch warning to William of Gamble. Through William of Gamble and his rotten crotch made him, and we will do it right after this. All right. What up, Captain Ramy? Yes, this better be your fucking favorite channel.
I knew it was coming, but I couldn't help it.
By the way, I set up a treasure box in Trovo, and one of the things they have to do is post a message that says F Bill Gamble. So there's going to be hundreds of F Bill Gambles in the chats tonight.
Oh, fuck. Good shit.
Good shit. Oh, boy.
I'm seeing stars. No, not just talking about me and you. Oh, I'm okay.
Are you?
I need to say this. Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
I need to say this right off the top of the air. To those of you that live in the Gainesville, Florida area, learn how to fucking drive.
Nope.
I cannot tell you how many times I almost got rear-ended or rear-ended somebody because they were not fucking paying attention.
Right.
Oh, but other than that, I'm okay.
Learn how to drive, motherfuckers.
Yeah, up until about an hour and a half ago, I was given some unpleasurable / very pleasurable news, but we'll get into that towards the end of the show.
What, pray tell, do you speak? Fuck. God damn it, man. You're not supposed to fucking die. Jesus Christ.
You know, I mean, if I die, you got to work a handicap this weekend. So let's keep the old English down.
I think your funeral's scheduled for this weekend, actually.
Oh fuck! Can it at least be Sunday?
Gotta get that match in, dog.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This weekend, this Saturday, January 27th, we will be at the Wiregrass Common Mall for New Wave Championship Wrestling. We will be making our debut against Dante Covelli, the modern day outlaw Gary Cameron, Rampage Express. Now, I want to make this very clear. The last time Rampage meant anything to me, and no, I'm not talking about Dwayne the Johnson.
Dwayne the Johnson.
You got me all sorts of fucked up.
Dwayne
the
Johnson.
It was back in 99 when I was fucking N64. That's the last time Rampage meant anything to me. So, fellas, it don't matter if you're trying to do that. It don't matter if you're trying to imitate some fucking Ninja Turtles. At the end of the day, you're gonna fucking pay the toll, and you're gonna get your ass stomped
and sent back to the fucking sewers.
Cowabunga.
Say hi to Splinter for us.
Any more Ninja Turtle references?
Nope. I think that gets them.
Cool deal. So
I'm suddenly hungry for pizza. I'm kind of punch drunk tonight. I'm not really drunk. I'm just punchy.
Obviously. Oh man.
So, big news of the weeks. You want to get into the story? Or do you have more chatting?
Oh no, I'm still trying to compose myself.
Okay.
Go right into it.
So, the biggest news story of the week by far, Monday Night Raw has a new home starting in January 2025. This has been a big deal for a while. Speculation has been going crazy where they're going to land. I don't think anybody had Netflix on their scorecard.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The closest thing we had to it was Amazon Prime.
Right. So, I obviously spoiled it, but Raw's going to Netflix. They're going to show it live every week, which is something new for Netflix. I don't think they've done that ever before.
No, sir. This is the first time.
It's huge because their deal runs out in October. We're going to get to why that might be a problem coming up in a minute. But they've been rumored everywhere. Amazon Prime, Warner Brothers taking the place of AEW. So many different places they were talking to. And Netflix landed them. And how much was that deal for?
For a grand total for 5 years. $5 billion with a B. $5 billion.
Yes, motherfuckers. $5 billion. It's a 10-year deal.
Yes, thank you.
It's a 10-year deal worth $5 billion just for Raw.
Let me break that down for you. That's $500 million a year for 10 years.
For one show.
Domestically, of course. Now, here's the catch to that. Outside of the U.S., Netflix, starting in 2025, is going to get Raw, SmackDown, NXT, the PLEs, and some original content that Netflix is actually going to be producing, directing, and putting out with WWE. So that is what I am most interested in, what their original shit's going to be. Now, we were talking about this earlier, and I was actually reading on it as we were coming online. The ad revenue. Remember, we were talking about that about 2 weeks ago. We were talking about on WIW.
Mm-hmm.
So the way it works is apparently Netflix has tiers, kind of like Hulu does, where you can get a subscription with ads and one without ads.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know this. I ain't paid for Netflix in fucking 10 years. My wife's always paid it. Apparently, she always pays the one with no ads. If you have the no ad subscription, it would be just like watching a fucking wrestling show all the way through. Beautiful. No cuts, no nothing.
No commercial breaks. You'll learn, like us, how to spot what's going to happen. Well, they're not even going to produce into commercial breaks. So they won't. You know how if you're on a live show, if anyone's ever been to a live wrestling show,
oh yeah,
the wrestling keeps going through the commercials, but it really slows down and it really kind of lulls.
Mm-hmm.
And they produce that into the matches, but now they don't even have to produce into. They don't have to go to commercial. They don't have to plan rest holds during the commercials. Well,
really, if you think about it, they've kind of been building up towards that with the picture-in-picture shit that they kind of adopted. I know AEW's really made it popular over the past couple of years, but WWE, at least in SmackDown, has kind of like taken that with the Fox network and the picture-in-picture. So they've kind of been like, building up to it. But dude, you said this is the biggest of the week. This is probably the biggest of, I'd say, of the 2000s.
Yeah, for sure.
It was one thing when the company went public. This takes it to a whole new fucking tier, dude. Think about it. Think about this. For the first time in over 30 years, Monday Night Raw will no longer be on television.
Right.
It will be streaming.
Unbelievable. It's a huge accomplishment.
Now, something that caught my attention when I was reading through the article is the Netflix people weren't calling it Monday Night Raw. They were just simply calling it Raw. So they could, move it to another fucking night that they actually stream it.
They could, absolutely.
Now that's gonna fuck up a lot of people.
Yeah, man, because I know when I'm supposed to be watching TV and when it lines up perfect for us. Raw on Monday, this show on Tuesday, Dynamite on Wednesday, our show on Thursday.
Well, we got TNA
and TNA that night. it always is lined out really nice. But
here's the counter to it. I mean, obviously we got a whole year before we got to worry about it, but we get to stream it anytime we want after it goes live. So it might come on Monday night, but we can watch it anytime Tuesday now. Which, I mean, if you had Hulu, you can get like the 90-minute bullshit version that has 90% promos in one match. Here's the thing for you. If they're going back, and this is just me being, poking the bear. Do you think they still have to do 3 hours of television, or can they just narrow it back down to 2?
God, I hope it goes down to 2. Like,
see, that's what I was thinking.
It 3 is a chore to watch, man.
It is, but they've built this roster on Raw around the fact that they have 3 hours of television time. So if you take an hour of television away, you're going to take some opportunities from some people. So I also look at it from that point of view. But yeah, Netflix, game changers, and it's really not shocking if you think about it, though. What has WWE always done? They've stayed ahead of the curve, all the way back to when they made the company public. Moved forward 10, 12 years, they started the WWE Network, started the streaming channel,
right?
Pushed that, sold it to fucking Peacock for a buku's amount of money. And now they're doing the same thing to fucking Netflix, which Netflix now is in a different fucking level of game. Now they're going to do live streaming. What a fucking time to be a wrestling fan.
Absolutely, bro. It's an amazing time to be a wrestling fan. What do you see? Now, see, I see some pitfalls in this. Okay. There's no way in hell they're popping the same amount of eyes on Netflix. So obviously the what's going to make a difference to Netflix is how many new subscribers they get because WWE is on the network.
Let me play devil's advocate.
Okay.
What about people like me who doesn't have Comcast, Xfinity, whatever it is, or DirecTV? What if they only do streaming services, which is a vast majority of people these days? They don't even have fucking satellite or cable. So actually, this could also put more eyes on the fucking brand that are normally like, oh, well, I'll watch it on Peacock. Fuck Peacock. Whenever it becomes available, and I'll just watch the fucking pay-per-views.
Yeah, no, I completely get that. But even though Netflix is the largest streaming service in the world, domestically their viewership isn't. They don't have 100 million subscribers.
Actually, worldwide, Netflix has 200 million subscribers.
In this country? How many in this country?
No, worldwide, there's 200 million.
Right.
Which you also got to remember, only the U.S. is getting Monday Night Raw. Everything outside of the United States gets everything through Netflix now.
Right.
189 countries, minus us, are all getting everything WWE through fucking Netflix now. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying that to make the deal worth it for Netflix, subscriptions have to go up because of this.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Now, I know
there will be a big pop in them.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be. And honestly, people out of streaming services have Netflix as the first one. So it's,
it's fucking smart.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Is this a taste of things to come? Because, we were talking about the Peacock contract and how long it was supposed to be. We thought it was going to be 2029. That's our mistake. It's actually 2026 the deal is up. So is this just like a taste of things to come where eventually everything from Peacock goes to fucking Netflix? And please use the same search engine that they use for the WWE Network.
They're going to use Netflix's bullshit search engine. What are you talking about?
It's still better than Peacock.
Yeah.
At least if you search for something, you can fucking find it.
Right.
Maybe they'll have it broke down like the fucking network. You can just type in a particular match and it pulls it right up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I mean, It's Netflix.
Yeah.
Ta-da. Yeah, that's the sound. That's the sound. That's not the only fucking news we've had today.
No, it's not. The man with 1,000 jobs just got a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is
Mm-hmm.
now on the board of directors for WWE.
For TKO.
Is it for TKO?
It's TKO. It's TKO's board of directors.
Nice.
Yep. Not only that, WWE has also signed the rights of The Rock over to Dwayne Johnson.
Oh,
He now
shit.
100% owns The Rock's name and moniker and gimmick and all that shit.
Good God.
Mm-hmm.
Big day in the business.
So if Dwayne wasn't fucking rich before, billionaire, that motherfucker's definitely gonna be rolling around in fucking dough.
Yeah.
But he was doing a an interview. I think I sent it to you. It was with ESPN, and they were heavily fucking teasing him and Roman, heavily teasing it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be really fucking interesting. And I saw somebody post this, and I can't agree with it more. The Rock being on the board of directors is either going to be the greatest fucking thing in history, or it's going to be the fucking worst. There's not going to be an in between.
100%. 100%.
But he's so used to being the head of the table, quote unquote, that how's he going to work it with an entire board as well? He's not just going to get his way every time.
No. Definitely.
What's your thought?
Yeah. I mean, I think he is automatically has to be the biggest name on the board, without question. I don't know. Is he going to be a more of a a figurehead type board member, or is it going to be like a voting board member? Like, I don't know how it's going to be set up. Is he on the normal board? Is he on the advisory board?
It just says he is on the board of directors for TKO, not the WWE section. It's TKO. So I'm sure he's got just as much say so as every other board member, which now brings that board up to 13.
Really?
They hired, it was an 11-member board. With Dwayne getting put on, they hired somebody else, and now it's a 13-member board.
Okay. Not bad. Other big news, Vince shaved his mustache. Did you see that?
Oh my God. Nobody fucking cares.
Well, Chris Hansen does, but
that fucking perv needs to just piss off.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Or, pay me some hush money.
Hush money. So, the big speculation right now, I guess, when it comes to Raw, is if that deal is up in October, and the Netflix deal doesn't start until January. So, November, December, you got 2 full months and the holidays in there. Where is Raw gonna be those 2 months?
That's the fucking question, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know the go-to would be go ask USA for a fucking extension.
Right.
I don't necessarily see that happening. I don't necessarily see them moving stations either.
Yeah.
What if, and this is just the booker in me, which probably won't ever fucking happen. What if once the deal's up, they do one last big show to end their deal.
Mm-hmm.
Do something similar to how they did it when they went from regular to HD. They made a big deal out of it to the point where they actually started destroying the stage. Like Triple H took a sledgehammer to the fucking Monday Night Raw stage.
Mm-hmm.
Broke my fucking heart. And they don't run Raw for a couple months, and they completely fucking reboot it because it's going on Netflix. So it doesn't have to be fucking kid-friendly PG if they don't want it to. They can start being edgy again. They can start pushing a little more.
Yep.
And that first episode of Raw, they established that. you know, it's edgier, it's more violent. Storylines are fucking deeper. You know, push the boundaries within the limitations of still trying to quote unquote be kid friendly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like how they started the Attitude Era. I hate going back to that because I know that's what everybody's going to think of, but how they started that, but in a more 2025-ish direction, because we're all a little more, they're all a little more sensitive, fucking snowflakes. But that's what I would do. I would actually just take Raw off the air for a couple months. Still run SmackDown, still run NXT, let the Raw people, still run those shows, but start throwing out little hints, little promotions here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing. Dude, the promotion that Netflix is going to give for Monday Night Raw is going to be fucking unreal. Because I remember when like Orange is the New Black first came on, House of Cards, my personal favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Stranger Things, 13 Reasons Why, and various other shows. Every time they had a new season or a new show debut, and they knew it was going to be big, they pushed the fuck out of it on all socials. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even YouTube. Most of the fucking ads, goddamn YouTube for starting ads, it's Netflix. Anytime a new thing comes on, it's Netflix.
Yep. 100%. 100%.
So yeah, what would you do though? Like, would you try to find a contract? Like, if it was up to you, would you go my route and like reboot it, or would you try to find a contract extension and just business as usual?
It's a tough one. I just can't see them being able. It's a big deal for them to be able to say currently the longest running episodic television show in history. So, one, are they willing to give that up because it goes away if you take 2 months off?
Well, it's going to go away anyway because it's no longer going to be a television show. It's going to be a streaming service.
Yeah, but it's episodic. It's still the same thing, and the TV shows on Netflix, they still win TV Emmys and stuff, so they're still considered television shows.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's very interesting. I would probably ask USA for an extension, but that also depends on when USA's Netflix or SmackDown deal starts. When does SmackDown go to Netflix or to USA?
October 24. So October this year. Same with NXT and the CW. Them two transition in October.
Yeah. So
are they going to try to run Raw and SmackDown on USA?
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
Or they could probably reach out to someone like ESPN and just give it a temporary home for a couple months. I'm sure ESPN would love to have some fucking money.
Oh yeah, and with the UFC there, they got the contact.
Yeah, so the options are there. It's just how they're going to do it. Dude, if they did the rebooting thing, they could just fucking do so many things right. They really could.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're still going to. I guess it depends on the demographic of Netflix. Like, let me see.
Pull it up.
Yep. Let's see. Top demographics on Netflix.
2023.
Gen Z and millennials. 75% are between 18 and 34.
That sounds about right.
Oh, well, fuck. If that many. Well, I guess kids can't really have Netflix subscriptions.
Well, they do have kids' accounts.
Yeah.
And isn't Raw right now TV 14 anyway? Like, didn't they go back to that?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna look while you're looking at that.
52% female, 41% are watching without paying for the service.
That sounds about right.
um,
I ain't paid for it in 10 years. My wife pays for it. Let's see here. It's TV 14.
okay.
So if it's TV 14 now and they're on USA, imagine what they could do with a TV 14 rating on fucking Netflix.
Yeah. Oh
Shit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
It'd be like the second coming of Lucha Underground.
that's why I was looking up the statistics, because if the statistics skew young adult, which they seem to, you would think they would go back to being more edgy.
I mean, it'd make for good TV.
Oh
It
yeah,
really would.
absolutely.
Also, did you know, according to Wikipedia, Chris Jericho is an active cast member of Monday Night Raw?
Nice.
Yes.
He's got his nasty hooks into everything, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you weren't ready for the lead cast member? Michael Cole.
Yep.
That say what you will. He's an asshole of a fucking squammy ass heel, but that motherfucker's only missed 3 fucking days of work in 20 fucking years.
And they were all within the past month. He didn't.
Can you fucking say that? Can you fucking say? Nobody can fucking say that.
Nope. He went 20 years without taking a fucking vacation day. I'd say it's. Actually, I think didn't he take his 20th anniversary off?
I don't know about that. Everyone has been for like personal family shit.
I gotcha.
So, yeah, good for him. Good for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's quit sucking off Michael Cole though.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
We were talking about the demographic of Raw.
Oh yeah.
And whether or not they could be more edgy on Netflix.
Yeah, I really think it's an opportunity for him to go more edgy. Because they're not going to go full cursing and shit like you can do on Netflix, but
yeah, but you hear shit and bastard and stuff all over fucking AEW, and they're on TNT, TBS. They're on Turner's shit.
yeah, no, I agree with that, and they could do it WWE, but they're staying the more PG route. I just don't know if it's because the network wanted them to do that, or if they thought it was.
Possibly. It's probably a little bit of both. But here's the thing, and it's how I see stuff, especially if I'm doing promos. The language depends on the rivalry of the story. Like if it's just, for example, this weekend, you and me's going into a tag match against a couple of guys we've never fucking seen before, right?
Right.
We're not going to sit there and, fuck you this and fuck you that. But say 6 months down the line, we've been working a fucking gimmick with them the whole fucking time, and it's coming to like this massive fucking standoff, and like this is the last match of the fucking rivalry, and it's so fucking personal. You can let a bitch and a shit off here and there as long as you don't fucking abuse it.
Right.
Use the language where it makes sense. And that's something Austin has always been able to really do. Is a lot of people only know him because he cusses and swears at his fucking boss, but it's when he fucking did it. It made sense. You don't just see him walk around and bitch, fuck, goddamn shit, like all that.
Who are you talking about?
Not often.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like on AEW where, they got the green flag to say shit and every other promo says shit.
Yeah.
That really turned me off to a lot of their promos.
Oh.
Like, really, when it really first got fucking cleared, me and a buddy of mine used to have a drinking game. If every time they said shit on Dynamite, we'd take a shot.
I don't hear it very much anymore.
It's not anymore, but like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
oh my God, we'd go through a whole fucking bottle of fucking Jaeger. And work the next fucking day.
Oh God.
Yeah. And if it's a Hangman Page promo, and the crowd starts screaming cowboy shit, oh yeah, that fucking counted. That fucking counted. Yes. What we did is we just poured it in a fucking glass, and in the promo we just drank the glass. Fucking bad. I was an alcoholic. I really was. But 3 years fucking. Yeah, 3 years. Be 3 years this year.
Very nice.
Proud of that shit.
Congratulations. Yeah, so do you see any other kind of pitfalls for this?
Um,
Benefits and pitfalls? I mean, I hope it's a huge success because, like I said earlier, this is the way of the future, and this completely
but,
clears the path for a Max, the AEW deal with Max.
but
So,
obviously, a huge benefit is more eyes on the brand all across the fucking globe. One of the detriments, and this is more of a business thing, is their revenue from commercials and shit like that. I know we talked about it earlier, like a week or so back, and we discussed it. But I was reading on there that even though Netflix will have the subscription where they have the ads and they'll get a minute amount of revenue from that,
yeah.
does it really put them in a corner for the ones that don't have the ad service that can watch it straight through and they don't fucking get the fucking revenue from that? And if that's the case, what if and I'm not saying it will, but what if everyone fucking switched over to the no ad service and then you lose that little bit of revenue? That hurts Netflix a little bit. That also hurts Raw for a little bit.
It doesn't really hurt them because you basically get 100 million people giving you an extra $5 a month. So it is. I mean, it is what it is. I guess. I mean, that's why I said that the only payoff that they're going to get, and it's going to do it without question overseas.
Mm-hmm.
But and maybe that's big enough to take some losses in America.
So this is
Eh,
big enough for me to restart my VPN.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Think about that.
Right.
Now here's my thing.
No.
The Peacock
Anyway,
thing.
I was halfway through that. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
That's why what I'm saying is the only way for them to recoup, especially in this country, is an up in new subscriptions, because I think a minority of people have the the ad subscription.
You motherfuckers.
Yeah, and so they're probably not getting a shit ton of ad revenue with the number of eyes that actually see ads there.
Right.
And even jumping up is not as good as getting a new person. Jumping up from ads to
Mm-hmm.
no ads is not as good as getting a new no ad. So it's gonna be. I'll be interested to see. And like I said, I hope it fucking works, man. I'm excited about where wrestling is going this year.
Yes.
I hope it is amazing because that proves the concept.
Yes. It's
So
good for everybody in the business, no matter what
and
you say.
even if Netflix shuts down in the meantime, they still get $5 billion. So
Yeah, I don't see Netflix ever fucking shutting down.
no, they
They
got
could put a statue up of Chris Benoit putting a crossface on a 5-year-old child in their fucking main hallway, and they still wouldn't shut down.
damn.
Look, I'm a Chris Benoit fan.
Oh, me
I
too.
always have been. I always will be. But we can't overlook what he did.
No.
But here's my thing: with the Peacock deal ended in 26, and the potential of all that library going over to Netflix, do they do what Peacock did and go for an additional, say, $9.99 on top of what you already pay? You get access to the library. Do
I
you
th-
think that's a possibility?
I
If
think
if if that library goes to Netflix,
it's a very interesting question because it has to go somewhere.
yes.
And Peacock isn't going to pay big bucks to just have the library.
Mm-mm.
So it's gonna. I guess it's gonna have to go to Netflix in this country. Everywhere else still has the network, don't they? WWE Network.
As of right now, yes. But if I read that correctly, Netflix is getting everything. So the network is just merging into Netflix.
Well, it's kind of a good thing because they've got a couple of years to figure that part out overseas before they can even bring it here, because the Peacock deal's got another couple years on it. So they've really got a good market test on whether the library is worth picking up the rights to, you know?
Yep. Which it is. I mean, anybody that's fucking half blind can fucking see a wrestling library is worth its weight in fucking gold.
That library, I mean, they've got shit from back to the 40s on there. You know, the entire lineage of I mean, well, with the Crockett shit, they got everything all over the nation for
pretty much. They got almost everything.
Almost everything. And
like they even got independent stuff from the UK and here. They got the Evolve tapes. They got fucking WXW over there. They got some ICW stuff from over there on the fucking network.
I got the network at the time specifically. Well, not obviously having the pay-per-views included was the big thing for me. But
Yes.
the only other thing that I watched besides the pay-per-views were WCW Nitros and WCW pay-per-views. I mean, that was a huge thing for me.
Yeah. And for me, the big thing was being able to go back to like 2001, 2002, 2003 and be able to rewatch all these old Raws and SmackDowns and just relive those fucking memories. That alone was worth the fucking $9.99 a month.
Right.
But being able to watch WrestleMania 30 and I didn't have to pay $60 fucking for it was also nice.
Right.
Even though they couldn't fucking keep the stream up half the fucking time and it kept glitching and freezing up and buffering and pulling a Bill Gamble.
Pulling a Bill Gamble.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. Like, I'll tell you how bad it was. I'll tell you how pissed off I got. We were watching Lesnar Taker. And as soon as he hit the third F5, it fucking froze. Right? And I automatically assumed that, Taker's going to kick out, hit a tombstone, 1, 2, 3. That was how I thought the match was going to go. I come back like 3 minutes later, and the entire crowd was dead. Like someone just fucking died. Next thing I know, I'm seeing Taker walk up the ramp like, oh, you motherfucker. Oh, hell, like I walked out my fucking house. I walked down the fucking road, and I was just cussing and kicking and fucking screaming, dude. It was almost like the CM Punk return. I fucking missed it live. I missed fucking history, and it pisses me off. I don't know if I was more pissed off that I missed it, or I was more pissed off the fucking streak ended and I couldn't see it.
It's rough, man.
Till this day, I still have not watched WrestleMania 30 back.
You have not seen the streak being broken?
Not live. Like, I've seen the highlights and shit, but like, I've never
seen the full match. Wow.
Yeah. Still real to me, damn it.
Still real to me, damn it. Yeah, man. So, we got one more story about a huge free agent and where he might land. But let's first have a little word from Castel Vodka.
Vodka evolved. Castel. Indulge in the Red Revolution.
Thank you, Castel Vodka, for sponsoring the podcast. The Gully Rum should be here anytime now. It's been produced. It's in bottles. It is ready to go, so it should be on the market soon, and I should get an ad for it soon.
Beautiful, dude. No.
What?
So you're a big WCW guy.
Yeah.
Remember Ice Train? 95, 96, 97. He passed away today.
Oh no.
Yeah. Looks like heart failure. That reminds me. We lost.
Yes.
We lost a good confidant and good friend this past weekend. For those of you that live under a rock, even those of you that really don't know Florida wrestling that much, which at this point, if you're listening to this, why the fuck? Our good buddy, Francisco Chiasso of FIP, Proving Ground, he passed away Friday night in his sleep. Don't know really what happened other than he went peacefully. So I thank God for that shit. But if you would like to help, there is a GoFundMe going. Dark and I will get it put up as soon as we can to try to help out with the funeral arrangements and whatnot. Dude was just a great fucking guy, dude. Always had time for fucking greenhorns. Always had time to fucking correct them.
Great storyteller.
Loved this fucking business, dude.
Yes.
Without fucking question. And you know, he's worked in TNA from time to time. He's worked in Ring of Honor from time to time. Like, he was a journeyman. And you know, it's not going to be the fucking same. He was actually one half of one of my favorite tag teams here in Florida, the Circle of Disrespect with Simon Says. Them two could tell a fucking story like no other in a tag team match.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a fucking shame. So we will get the GoFundMe put up as soon as I can find it and send it over. And yeah, rest in peace, big man.
Yes.
We will miss you.
Absolutely. It's always tough when a fellow wrestler dies.
Especially when it's one of your mentors.
Yeah. Yeah. And the problem is, wrestlers have died younger than I am currently, and that scares the shit out of me sometimes.
I can imagine. It's not easy to think about it. Let's see. All right, I'm sending you the link now. You can post it at your leisure.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So, one of the biggest free agents to hit the market in some time. I can't think of one that could cause this much buzz worldwide as Kazuchika Okada.
Mm-hmm.
He is now completely done with New Japan Pro Wrestling. He is a complete free agent, unrestricted free agent. I think he has another. I don't think so. I think this weekend was his last match.
I do believe you're right.
So it sounds like, although since I heard this, there's been a bit of a shakeup about it, but it looks like Okada will be going to WWE if the rumors are true. The thing that confuses me, well, not confuses me because it's what they do, but they're saying he's going to have to start out in NXT.
Why?
Right?
They don't say the language barrier because he's been working with Gaijins for fucking ever.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know what the fuck Gaijin means, that means outsider of Japan. So basically anybody.
It's kind of a derogatory name for.
I love the fucking name.
Yeah. It generally means white man.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure what that deal is, and that may have led to AEW making a larger contract offer. I've heard that their offer to Okada is financially larger than WWE's offer to Okada. So
do you have the numbers for these offers?
I don't.
God damn it, son.
I mean, if they're not released, they're not released. I can't just make the shit up.
But no, but the one thing that Okada made very clear, and it's why we think he's going to WWE, is he went on the record and stated that before his career is over, he wants a match at WrestleMania. And you can't really argue with a guy. Like, dude's a fucking Japanese legend. If Shinsuke Nakamura is the Randy Orton of fucking Japan, Okada is the John Cena of fucking Japan.
Yeah. By far the most popular. Sells crazy merch. They call him the Rainmaker, for God's sake. That's babyface written all over it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, he is a legend. Probably the biggest, maybe the biggest Japanese star ever.
No, I mean, you got Tanahashi, you got Tetsuya Naito, obviously you got Shinsuke Nakamura, you got the Great Muta, you got Tajiri. So I mean,
No, I know there's a lot of good ones.
gigantic names. But in this generation, I will stand by that he is the biggest Japanese star in the world.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so a couple things surprised me. One, I agree with him that having a match at WrestleMania should be a career goal.
Yes.
So with that, I couldn't, blame him for taking WWE. My two issues with that is, one, him having to start in NXT. That really bothers me.
Now, is that confirmed or is that just hearsay?
Well, it's as confirmed as he's signing with WWE. I mean,
That's hearsay.
yeah, of course.
So I don't really think they would. What I think they would do is they would send him to the Performance Center to get his feet wet. But I don't think they would fucking put him on NXT.
Mm-hmm.
That a star of that fucking caliber, give him a fucking translator, fucking Weekend at Bernie's Mr. Fuji or some shit. Bring his ass back from the fucking dead and fucking put him with fucking Okada. Just give him a mouthpiece so somebody can speak on his behalf.
Yeah, but we don't know what his English is like. He could be perfect.
It's shit.
Isn't
It's shit. It's like Shinsuke's. That's why Shinsuke's doing all his fucking gimmicks in fucking Japanese now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just easier to translate it.
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so we'll see.
His English is very choppy at best.
I would be interested in knowing the dollar figures on these deals. I mean, New Japan doesn't pay much. I mean, their biggest deals are what, 400,000 or 500,000?
No, they got a couple $1 million contracts, and Okada was one of them. But here's the thing about New Japan: the biggest contract they do, as far as lengthwise, is 2 years. They either do a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal with you. After that, they'll renegotiate with you and you resign. So in that aspect, I kind of like, because if you're there for like 3 years and your contract's up in fucking 4 months and you don't want to fucking resign, all you gotta do is just deal with the last 4 months of your contract and you're fucking off scot-free. Whereas WWE, you sign a fucking 7-8 year deal, 3 years in, you're like, fuck this shit, I don't want to fucking do it. They will fucking hold you hostage.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Case in fucking point, fucking Ali. They held that motherfucker hostage for fucking ever.
Dude, for real. Crazy.
Yeah. Good for him. I am glad he's off doing his own thing. Chris Van Vliet. Yeah, I'm not over that shit. Not yet. But yeah, Okada, WWE. Now here's the thing. His debut WrestleMania match. Who would you fucking book him against?
Cleve the Ninja Master Davidson.
So Akira Tozawa. Got it.
No, I mean, you got to give him a marquee match. It's got to be a dream match. So who
right off the rip,
who can roll with them? Who can
First name. AJ Styles.
Haven't we seen that before though?
Yeah. But you said who can roll with him?
Well, of course he can, but I mean that's not really a dream match because it's happened.
I don't know. On that fucking caliber of a stage, I think they could destroy the place.
Oh, sure they could. Absolutely.
Now, you're talking about like dream opponents that he's never fucking worked. Randy.
Yeah.
Randy's top of that fucking
yeah.
list.
Fuck yeah. Randy Orton, without question.
I wouldn't say Roman. Like, yeah, that'll be big box office, but it'd be a very slow, not really Okada style. Maybe Cody, as long as we don't hit fucking 7 crossroads.
It's gonna take at least 12.
Yes. Another great one, Seth.
He's gonna be busy. Well, I guess we're talking down the road.
We're talking like a year or two down the road.
Yeah.
Or Walter.
Jesus Christ.
Big meaty men slapping other big meaty men. Them two will beat the fuck out of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, flip it over. More athletic, more showy. Ricochet. You build it up right. Ricochet versus Okada would be a great match at Mania.
They've never given Ricochet the respect that I think someone would have to have for their Okada's first WrestleMania match.
So we put him in a mask and call him Prince Puma.
Now you're cooking with fire. Now you're cooking with fire.
I knew that'd get you.
I am a huge Prince Puma fan.
Oh,
fuck Ricochet.
It'd be like that match of Marty Scurll. He goes out there with Prince Puma Tyson, like, "Hey, aren't you? No, shut the fuck up."
Yeah, no, that would be awesome. I would love to see Prince Puma.
Top of the list would be Randy. Just how smooth both of them are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the language barrier would be, but if Orton can call the match, since Okada understands English really fucking well, he just can't speak it really well. If Orton can call that match, dude, it'd be one of the greatest matches in WrestleMania history.
Yeah,
makes my pee hard.
A big name just flashed in my head, but can you imagine Okada and Solo?
Oh,
yes.
Especially if they keep building him up the way they are.
Yes. The Rainmaker versus the Spike. Come on, dog.
Now, as long as his fucking knees hold up, because I don't know how many rolls of fucking tape he puts on his knees every show, but it's getting worse.
Solo?
Yeah. Go back to when he first started NXT. It
was just like a skinny strip.
Not even that. Like, he wouldn't even wear fucking knee pads, let alone fucking tape. And now there's like fucking 7 rolls of tape on each one. Like, what the fuck is holding him together at this point? Like, now he don't even fucking go barefooted. Now he has fucking kit pads and fucking boots on. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm concerned for him. He's almost turning into Cesaro with the kinetic tape, but now it's just fucking athletic tape on his fucking knees. It's fucking bad, dude.
Dude, put some wraps on them bitches.
Yeah, do something. Get some surgery. Take fucking 8 months off. Trust me, it's worth it.
Yeah, he's a lot of man though. He's gonna.
Yeah, but he moves so well. Like, I wish I could see Solo versus a prime Samoa Joe.
Dude.
Even Samoa Joe now would fucking give him a good run.
Yes. I mean, because he's just as physical. I mean, Joe is still a monster.
Yes, Solo reminds me so much of him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but yeah, Okada versus Randy would be my first pick for a dream match.
Mm-hmm. Him or Solo for me.
Prince Puma would be second.
Maybe they'll keep Solo undefeated until then, and Okada will be his first loss or something. That would be a huge.
Dude, that'd be fucking awesome. Oh shit! Breaking news.
What? William
Regal has returned to NXT television tonight.
War Games.
Ooh, made my pee-pee tingle.
All right.
We are getting War Games from William Regal in 2024. Calling it
War Games.
War Games.
Delightful.
Sensational. Oh,
hold on.
That's it for the national wrestling. I believe you got one more piece of business you want to fucking share.
I don't know.
You want to save it for talking shit?
Yeah, that put me in a bad mood, and the show's put me in a good mood, so I don't want to divert back to my vengeful British side.
I can sing you Jordan Grace pictures. Ooh.
That would make my night.
What did you call me last night? I'm a god among men.
God among men. Yes.
Boy, that was some weird shit last night. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. That got weird.
I needed a hot tag. I needed a hot tag bad. That's why we need to be sponsored by Blue Chew.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I think this was a pretty fun show.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget Hill Shit Podcast this Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. We'll have Talking Shit this Sunday with the returning Thumper, hopefully, if he's not on the shitter still.
He better go live from the shitter. He's not allowed to keep missing shows, motherfucker.
Hey, I've gone live from the shitter. Don't forget to go back and listen to our last week's episode with the Man of 1,000 Deaths, Mil Mertes, and the week before that, the Iron Demon, Shane Mercer. Both fantastic fucking interviews. Don't know how we're going to top those this coming up week, but we'll have something special in store for you. Also, don't forget the merch.
The merch is beautiful.
We got Heel Shit Podcast stuff represented by your boy. We got Forbidden Kingdom stuff. We got the hats. We got the hoodies. I'm not pulling all that shit down right now. That's too much fucking work for me. But you get all of this stuff at fucking cost. Let me give you an example. Forbidden Kingdom retro t-shirt. The same design that's on that man's hoodie right now. You can get for $12 and change plus shipping. We are not out here to make a fucking dime right now. We're doing it at cost to get the fucking brand out there, to get our names out there. So hit the Streamlabs merch, get you some good quality stuff, represent the brand, represent the Hill faction.
And if you're in Dothan, Alabama, this weekend, Saturday night, we will be at the Wiregrass Mall wrestling for New Wave Wrestling.
Yes, sir.
So
if our new prints get in time, I will be having those. We will be selling those fairly cheap as well. 8x10s will probably be about $3 a piece, $5 if you want them signed.
Simple as that.
And of course, I'll have the laptop up. If you want to order a shirt right then and there, we'll have the site up. You can order it right then and there. All right, Shane Mercer, I see what you're doing there. So yeah, we make it real easy for you. Come out, enjoy some good pro wrestling, some good quality professional wrestling. Come out and represent TFK, represent HSP, and let's just have a great time.
Yes, absolutely.
Also,
yes, William from Gamble.
We will talk about you on Sunday.
Yes, indeed. Yes. Hopefully you show up and accept our challenge on Saturday.
It's not even really a challenge. I'll even put it out here because more likely somebody he knows is watching. He'll gamble. This Saturday at the Wiregrass Commons Mall in the parking lot, 3 p.m. Dark Cordz and myself will have these tag team championships in our hands. If you want these belts, come get them. There will not be violence, but you are going to fucking answer for trying to get us fucking jumped 6-on-2. And this ain't a fucking work. This ain't a part of some storyline. The motherfucker legit tried to fucking beat us down. He's done it before. He actually injured a fucking female doing the same fucking bullshit. And he's going to fucking answer for it. If he has the fucking balls to deal with fucking 10, 15 minutes of getting fucking berated and belittled, he can have these fucking belts back. If not, well, tune in Sunday and see what happens.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for hanging out with us. I hope you guys enjoyed it. For Draven Grimes, I'm Dark Cordz. This has been Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. Peace.